And it is showtime, according to StreamYard. Welcome to day 6 of the Vision Board Party. How are you? Are you all good? Hopefully you are. Day 6 of the Vision Board Party, day 6 of 7. Yay, you made it. Super proud of you. The universe is in alignment with you right now for the energy that you are putting out. All right, let me know that you're watching on the replay. Super excited. So today is what I call spiritual freedom. So we are continuing on with the thread of freedom and creating that life-work balance. But spirituality and business success, spiritual business success is what I love to talk about. It just absolutely fuels me. And it wasn't until I was really in alignment and I let go of certain things that this really worked for me. And let me know if this resonates with you. So I'm going to talk about I'm going to talk about all of the areas that we've been talking about to manifest more life, work, and balance in 2024, right? And beyond, obviously, we're setting that energy. But it wasn't until I focused on building a legacy versus building a list, right? Hey, love, how you doing? Sydney's with us. Woo, woo. Are you on YouTube? Ooh, you're on the YouTube too. So excited. Right. So it wasn't until I focused on legacy building versus list building. And it's not that I want to beat list building down or what have you. You need names and emails to in a database in a soul tribe to communicate with, right? It's a communication tool. Welcome, everyone. And so, but the list building energy, the energy of it and the beliefs behind it and the intention just wasn't for me. It's very transactional, meaning I talk about this all the time. So I'm not going to go off on a tangent because it is spiritual freedom. And I will walk you through the vision board and setting our intentions and showing you all of that if you're new and you haven't done anything just yet. But the energy of it, doing your light work in the world as a spiritual entrepreneur, as a service-based business owner, as a light worker, you might have been held back by fear. Many of you told me in the vision board group that it's like a fear of failure, fear of success, fear of selling, fear of blah, 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 blah. And it wasn't until I brought the spiritual element of not selling at all. I enroll, and people enroll in their own dreams, right? And take that leap of faith. When I ask you, what is it that you want to manifest in your life? Either I can help you or I can't, right? And so the list building for me, the energy behind it is the money's in the list. So it's just focusing on the money. And I'm like, dude, really? We're not driven by money. So how was that ever going to work for us anyway? Putting a name and a number and treating like a number on the list is never going to work for any of us, right? And so, hey, love, you're not late to the party. Woo, woo. But busy catching up and loving it. Woo, woo. Yes, for the party. Let me know who that is. Dance with me. Oh, love it. So excited. So excited. So I'm going to have an announcement in a second, and tell me if this feels better than list building. I like to build a list for a call list, to get on a call. It doesn't necessarily mean a one-on-one call. It means a call into the community. I have a monthly group call where you guys can gather together as Soul Tribe. That's epic. That's networking, but it's still a call. People say a call to action, and I say a call to conversation. It feels so much more soulful. And so as part of this vision board challenge, I have a call to conversation, and I have a group call to conversation and the masterclass, because it's the vision board party and then the Bank 50K in 50 days challenge. I can't serve everyone on the phone. You can't serve everyone on the phone. So that's why I have the masterclass, and then I have a group coaching VIP day. However, I'm getting scrappy again because I've come back online after a year of fostering, right? And I was led and I was guided to that. And a little story behind it before I dive in, is just before I had my daughter in my late 20s, I saw a picture, a poster of Bernardo's. It's called a charity for children that needed, fostering. And I looked at it and I was like, one day I'm going to do that. I went to go and do a little bit of volunteering, but I was homeless at the time. Who does that? But your girl was, and I ended up working in the office with this guy. I only went in for one session, and he was having me, and it felt the energy. I didn't even know what I know now, but the energy fell off and I never went back. And I was like, yeah, maybe in my late 40s, because I was married and that marriage broke down. You've got to be quite stable, right? And then you have to be self-employed, which I didn't know. So I'd got a job, a part-time job, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do it now. And they said, no, you need to be full-time into this. And I was like, well, I don't want to rely on that. I want to actually build my business. Just dropping in as I speak, actually, because the universe last year, I said late 40s, when it was my 49th birthday, just literally turned 6 days after. I get presented 3 kids, well, 6 and 8 days after, 3 children under 5, kinship fostering. The universe said, you wanted to do this, remember? Here you go. And I was like, wow. And that led to another awakening. It actually led to burnout, me going offline for a bit and then online again. But in that contrast, it helped me to birth more of what I wanted to do in the world. And it wasn't that. I used to do, I've studied to degree level in childhood and youth studies and worked with children since I was 14. But that phase of my light work, I talk about it in my book, had passed, but it helped me transition to now. And so that vision that I had for foster, the universe was like, yeah, you're not done. I knew it was in my field, but I didn't know why. I knew that I was going to do it, but I didn't know why. Now I know why. Do you know what I mean? The universe will bring you what it is that you need. That's part of my legacy. That energy, the little boy that I was looking after actually carries, his middle name is the same name as my son. My son passed 8 years ago. It was just real weird synchronicities, all the things. But even more so, I realized I wanted to build a legacy. That's my legacy, is passing on my energy, being a role model, etc. So list building was never the thing that I wanted to do. It was call list building, if anything. So I've been posting in the Facebook group that I'm going to get on a call with 50 of you, right? Like I said, I can't get on a call with everyone. I'm here as the founder of the Soul Legacy Academy to leave a really big legacy and just spread my gifts out in the world. That's why I'm doing this challenge on video, right? So it's just, oh, wow. I got the deepest ringing in my ear. Wow, thank you. You can stop anytime you like. Okay. Right ear. What's that one mean? You guys know. Right. Really sharp and really loud. Thank you. Okay. It's like, don't go off on a tangent, Iona, but it's relevant to me building my legacy. I needed to move away from the list building and move into legacy building. The energy is very, very different. So I'm going to share with you the group, and I'm going to share with you, hang on, I'm going to share with you, have you just mentioned me again? I think your name is pronounced Kalina. And if it isn't, I'm sorry. Let me just move that stuff. Sorry. So I've been posting in the group, right? Here's the 50 breakfast sessions. I've said to you guys, would you like one? And some of you guys have said yes. Some of you guys said no. There's lots of people that have come into the group, 120 something, and there's only room for 50 right now. I'll do another round, but not all one-on-ones. But Carolina said, and I asked her if I could use this post. So just so you know, I did say underneath, can I use this story? Wow, right? So I said, welcome new members. So Carolina says, this is spiritual freedom, remember? And this is us getting on a call and serving the people that we're here to serve, not hiding behind a list. So this is the difference, that what happens, because I was posting in the group, hey, here's the coupon code. I've sent you the email, sent you a voice note on the DM. There you go. Thank you. You know? So Carolina says, I think, and I looked up how to say it, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, I'm rubbish. For days I've been thinking, so listen, we were connected as Facebook friends, but she wasn't in the group because I've let her in today. I stopped doing all the other posts, letting all the other people in, and I just felt called to put her in so she didn't miss the coupon codes because I'd gone over 50. So she said, for days I've been thinking I must do a vision board and procrastinated as per usual. And that's some of the things that you guys have told me about procrastination. But just know that procrastination has an energy, right? A spiritual energy. I know that you guys are spiritual. Can't see if you're commenting now, but I will come back. She said, then this morning, I did a beautiful shamanic journey to meet with my shamanic clan and guides to give me inspiration for the future. Can I get an amen? And she says, oh my gosh, I was given a beautiful visualization of being in a temple surrounded by crystals and then being in a beautiful drumming medicine circle with my tribe, basking in the glorious energy of the sun outside. The feeling I had when I came out of the trance was phenomenal. I can feel it. Then when I went on FB, your vision board challenge came up. Synchronicity at its best. I'm excited to do the challenge and working through the catch up. Was that you then on the catch up on day 1 and 2 as we speak? Thank you so much. I'm just like absolutely blown away. So I've posted in there the sessions. There's more than 50, so I'm going to be selective. You can get on one if you haven't requested one, but I am going to be selective. But how amazing is that? Is that amazing? Is it you? Hey, hon, it's pronounced cakes. I knew I'd get it wrong. Kalini. Oh, no, because I looked it up and I think I said it right on the DMs, didn't I? Kalini. I know that. I knew that. I was just testing you. Heaven and it's shamanic clan. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it. I love it. So for the spiritual essence of building your business, I know that when we say, I don't want to sell, I have a fear of failure, I have a fear of success, and I procrastinate, and there's so many things that is you. Yay! There's so many things that you guys have said as you filled in the intake, not the intake, the 3 questions in the Facebook group. And you've talked about manifesting, and some of you said that you're new to vision boards. Some of you said that you've done some a long time ago. Some of you have said that you've manifested some things. Some of you said you've manifested half the things. Some of you have said, I've tried it, but it hasn't worked. For me, everything is, we know everything is energy in that consistency. And sometimes it is that you don't have the support around you and the belief around you, because everything that we do and we manifest, we've got to believe it first, right? So whatever the mind of man and woman can conceive, it can achieve. But when you don't have all the people around you doing a similar thing, hence everybody's going out there and saying, go out and build a list. And you're like, it doesn't align with my soul. It's like, what do we do? And so that's why I wanted to found the Soul Legacy Academy and say, we're all capable of jumping on a call. We're all capable of posting. We're all capable of doing this, 7 videos on your specific topic for the week and teaching, and then saying, if this resonates with you, I'd love to serve you. So the 50 breakthrough sessions that serve are for serving. And then I will ask for a video testimonial in exchange, which Sydney had given me one. So thank you, Sydney. And then if you want to move forward, you can. And if you don't, that's okay. I've still served and I'm not attached to the outcome. And I think that the more I share the process and I was guided to share that in the group, that actually there are these many sessions and these are the people that actually have requested them, because sometimes we have lurkers behind closed doors. And when you're lurking, you're not going to get those results. When you're lurking and you're thinking, I know confidence on camera and confident speaking, but we all have it inside of us. We've got to push certain things aside and let certain things go and speak our voice, because we know that we've got transformation in the world. And the spiritual energy that we all use, like you've used, it means heaven and ocean. Does it? Kayla Lena. I don't think I'm still saying it properly. Kayla Leni. That's it, isn't it? Kayla Leni. Where am I saying with the na at the end? Bear in mind, I've got learning and dyslexia. So like, I was always going to get it wrong. There's so many different names in the group. I'm like, I don't know. I've looked up that how to say at least 5 or 6 times today before I've done a voice note. I'm like, say it properly, because there's nothing worse than, not getting your name right. I love that. That's beautiful. So let me dive into the teachings. It's not going to be too long today because we've been together for the whole week. But what I wanted to just say, bring that in, it's spiritual freedom. We're guided. This is like, and when we think of the difference that we're here to make in the world, our soul tribe, our soul family, our soul clients are guided to us. And I was talking about soul contracts yesterday, and that's part of it. When you ask, my clients like pull cards. It's like, wait a minute, I don't know whether I'm going to move forward. They'll pull a card. I'm like, I'll just wait. And I don't know whether I'm going to move forward. I will do some tapping. I don't know whether I'm going to move forward. I will do some muscle testing. I don't know whether I'm going to ask. And I just sit. I'm really confident in myself because people have done that to me so many times. They're like, hang on, I need to confer. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I think we just know in our gut anyway. But we get those signs that actually I'm on that right path. And again, sometimes it feels like chaos can unfold in our life. And I'll talk about that more when I go through the vision boards. What has looked like seemingly chaos in my life that has led me to now all of the failures, because I know that you guys are like, I don't want to fail. You probably will a good few times, not being rude. And I don't want to sell. Well, we don't need to sell. We just need to have a conversation and make what I call a no-brainer offer. And either somebody's in or they're not in, and we make sure that we've got different price points so people that can work with us and it's affordable. That's what I love. I don't love outpricing people. I made a vow that when I figured this out, I would share it far, wide and deep and never, ever, 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 ever let anybody be outpriced who needed my services. So you never have to worry about that with me, ever. Not ever. Right? So let me pull up my mind map. And what I want to do, if you're new, and I know that some of you are just getting into the teaching. So we talked about on Monday, contribution freedom. Bear in mind, we're coming up to financial freedom and on Sunday, and I can't see anything now. I can only see my mind map. So if you want to comment, I will pull up your comments in a second. If you have any questions, then that's absolutely fine as well. I encourage engagement, and please do share this out. So when we think of contribution, we go back. If you notice, these are what I call the 7 freedoms and the intentional living codes. It's your codes, your frequency, your vibration that is going to determine what goes on your vision board and if you're in vibrational alignment with that. And so the contribution freedom, when we go back now, we bring in the spiritual essence into all of these areas. So for me, I'm living my life purpose, right? This is what my soul is calling me to do. Like, I can't get away from it. I've tried to quit. I tried to say, I'm not doing it. This is hard. Like, and it won't go away. And when people say to me, Iona, I'm just not going to do this anymore. I'm like, all right, it's not me. It's your soul. Okay. You've got soul contracts and a soul agreement that you made. Evidently, you want to ignore it, but you're going to either do it in another lifetime or you're going to be back here. And that's fine. Either way, that's your journey. And people they come back and they go, I tried really hard to get rid of it and it just won't go away. So I'm just saying, why do we not fulfill it? So your purpose, living on purpose, finding what is your purpose, seeking that. People go out and seek it. And I believe that your purpose comes to you by serving and being in the trenches, which we don't always want to do. And that trenches is speaking to the people that you're here to serve and engaging with them and adding transformation one-on-one in the like raw and real, and taking the focus off you and focusing on serving them. Ask them what is it that they want in alignment with where your path has already unfolded, so that you're shining that beacon of light. That is what you're here to do. You're not here to serve people like who are ahead of you. That makes no sense. They're not going to turn around. They don't want you to serve them. There's other people that are ahead of them to serve them. So the fear comes out because you've already done so many amazing things. You've just got to hone into that and put that on your vision board and bring that spiritual essence into it. So for health, when you're doing your health vision board, whatever is intuitively right for you might not be right for somebody else, right? So the mental health, spiritual health, emotional health, physical health, environmental health, social health, whatever that is. And for me, what comes to mind is intuitively, is it when we're doing like muscle testing, what is for us, what is not for us, making a decision energetically. We kind of know. I've done that, and I've asked quite a lot. So there's ways to bring spirituality into everything. Emotional freedom, that for me, the middle of the week, because we focus on this on Wednesday, day 3, but we focus on it on every single Wednesday. For those of you who don't know, I journal, I vision board, then I journal it into existence. So for those of you who've done vision boards years ago and you're like, my heart wasn't in it, I haven't really followed up, this is our way that we do it with spiritual business success. It's focusing on your emotions and knowing what they are, because oftentimes it's not even about what we think. And the emotional piece, the raising our vibration, is how we manifest. So we really need to pay attention to how we think and how we feel. Well, how we're thinking, because it's how we feel, and then what we're actually willing to do. And again, the Bank 50K in 50 Days Challenge is you showing up raw and real, speaking out and serving deep, teaching, and then inviting somebody into your world. Once you've done this once, like you've done, I say 50 breakthrough sessions that serve, there's a lot of people in the spiritual community who are not confident, who are hiding behind closed doors because they've not served enough, but they're being told, go out and build a list, and they can hide behind that. And it's not working. It's not working. And so when we have those testimonials and we look back on the work that we've done, we get it. We feel good about it. So we want to feel into our emotions around finances, specifically for the Bank 50K in 50 Days Challenge, and what it feels like to make a no-brainer offer 10 times the value, never let anybody be outpriced, and let people lead you into what decision they make. We never drag anybody kicking and screaming. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys manifest your vision board by feeling really good, feeling into that and being in service. And I like to make it so that people feel like they're ripping me off. And again, I will come back to any comments if you've got any. The environmental freedom, again, spiritually, energetically, literally other people's energy, right, in your space, or sacred spaces, or whatever it is that you're called, where you've been. On my vision board, on the last vision board in July, I was talking about my splitting from my ex-husband and my home being repossessed, and it wasn't amicable, and I had furniture from our home. And obviously that's got energy and books and different things. And I thought about him when I was releasing the home and releasing the furniture. And literally after 10 years, he showed up around the corner at the supermarket. I mean, literally a stone throws away. And I'm like, what are you doing? I just knew it was. And we talked. And anyway, transpire a few weeks when I was ready to give up my home, him and his apprentice actually came to my home and helped me out. And when my daughter took me to Amsterdam, I didn't have enough time to clear the house because I didn't know I was going. I had a week to clear the house and do all the things. She collapsed it down to about a day after I'd done my vision board challenge. Yeah, we left on the Monday. I finished my vision board challenge on the Sunday. And so my ex-husband actually helped me out with that. And I'd let go of a lot of stuff. And we talked about books. We talked about health. We talked about all the things. It was just really, really beautiful. Because we'd not seen each other in all that time. So the environments that you want to be in. When I was with him, he does thatching roofs. And so he worked in like barn conversions, and it was working with him and being around that, being around people that were self-employed, because I didn't even know what that was, is a part of the visions that I've got now, and the homes and the different things, just seeing how the other half live. I will check in with you guys in just a second. So relationship freedom, we know souls, soulmates, soul daughter. I've got my soul daughter. Our children choose us as we believe, but we also choose our parents, right? And sometimes we're like, oh, we chose our parents. I was saying, I actually sent my mum a copy of my book. She actually got it today before I got it, which was lovely to be able to do that. So we talk about relationships and soul contracts and soulmates and all those things. And again, spirituality today and tomorrow is Financial Freedom Sunday for the Bank 50K in 50 Days Challenge. So contribution and finances go together. It's a spiritual thing. Why would we have a purpose, be gifted, and then not want to work a soul-sucking day job? Because we don't want to be told what to do, and we don't want to be confined by those hours, and we don't want to be confined by, earning whatever somebody says per hour, trading time for money, it drains us. It's a spiritual thing to receive that money. And again, I have the Soul Legacy Journal where we practice every single day being in alignment with the money. So I'll just check in with you guys, and then I'll talk about spirituality, and we'll rate our vibrational frequency. Are you guys good? All right, still here listening, but have to get ready for a performance later. Yay! Awesome. Love that. Okay, so rating your vibrational frequency. That's absolutely fine, Sydney. Thank you. And so if you don't know, I have the Soul Legacy Wheel. I've been talking about this all week rather than the Wheel of Life. And this is the most spiritual. It was a visual of what I downloaded and has become my soul signature system. Yes, the Wheel of Life is definitely amazing. And I wanted to leave a legacy. So I was just like, okay, well, energetically, the Wheel of Life it felt a little bit off. I tried it and I taught it, and I was just like, it wasn't landing for me. It wasn't landing in what I was learning about the law of vibration rather than the law of attraction, like just attracting. It's like, it's the vibrational frequency that we're emitting. And it's a very different energy, and it's a very different intention. So I created the Soul Legacy Wheel for us to rate our vibrational frequency on a daily basis, not just a one-time snapshot of how we feel about our life and what's going on in our life and being pushed and pulled by what we see in the visible world, because that's the illusion. That's already gone. That's already that's like the physical needs to catch up with the vibrational. Do you know what I mean? It's not like we think the thoughts and then all of a sudden it's really right in front of us. It can be. So it takes time to catch up. So if you've set intentions and you've done your vision board, or you're doing your vision board, and it's not there tomorrow, like my book, it wasn't there, the day after, but it was in form, and, it's in the vortex, as Abraham Hicks say, but we've got to trust it. And so this is a visual to be able to look at the world through the lens of our soul. And this black line here represents going through a dark night and being aware, spiritually aware that actually we are souls having a human experience. And we know that, right? However, we forget, and we get pushed into the middle of the world and kind of look up and think, oh my gosh, this world is awful, rather than, okay, we're looking at from your higher self, and looking that you're here to co-create and dance with the universe and manifest and create. And then we say, well, we're powerful manifestors, but look what's going on here. I can't do this, and I can't do that, and I can't pay for that, and I want to. Do you know what? It's really remembering it, and it's remembering it consistently and believing it consistently and believing. I've had so many like number signs today and on my phone. I'm screenshotting. I remember doing that 11 all the time. So I put the 1111 gateway and our North Star, and I talked about our North Star leading us, our values leading us, and our vision leading us, and our vibration leading us. And that's what the Soul Legacy Wheel is. In every single area, we want to be in tune with our vibration, not what's going on for everybody else, just our vibration. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so let me pull up a couple of things that I want to share with you. One is my Soul Legacy TV. That's, for me, it's my purpose. I wanted to start a YouTube channel. Many of you would have wanted to start a YouTube channel. You're like, oh, it's too hard to get my gifts out there. How are you getting your gifts out there? What platform is your platform of choice? What platform is working for you? We know that certain platforms, I'm not going to say out loud, certain platforms are a little bit wonky. So I wanted to create the Soul Legacy TV, and the Soul Legacy TV is an extension from my Soul Legacy Academy, my online teaching portal. I wanted to be in a space of learning. My style is to teach and learn. I'm always learning, always reading books, that's that growth mindset, as they say. And so there's the masterclass, a version of the masterclass, the Bank 50K in 50 days. But I wanted to do my vision board on my YouTube channel. It's a spiritual practice in and of itself. But I also wanted to do my summit for others sharing their spiritual awakening story. Spirituality, for me, really hit home when I was going through the darkest times. That's kind of when you need to know that there's something more. It's not just me, right? It's not just me. And I want to hear other people's stories. And so that's what I do on my YouTube channel as well. Hear stories. I've got the Spiritual Awakening Annual YouTube Summit, which runs October through to April on the 2 mil binge watch Wednesdays of the month, 9 a.m., 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. UK time. That's also tied into my co-author book series where we're sharing our spiritual awakening stories, because I know we're gifted in our spirituality and we're gifted enough to give those lessons back to somebody else. There's so many people that are awakening on the planet every single day, but going through really hard and really dark times. So that is why I wanted to share this vision board, to give you hope and light at the end of the tunnel, because I know that you're aware of the universal laws, but it's just trusting them. Know that you're aware of journaling. It's trusting that and being consistent. And so every single day then, I talk about, or every single week I talk about contribution freedom, then health freedom on Tuesdays, emotional freedom, environmental freedom, relationship freedom, spiritual freedom on Saturday, and financial freedom, right? So I won't leave you hanging. What we do here, trust in it. And if it's not worked for you before, like many of you have said, like I did it a while ago and like some of it, when you have somebody that's on this journey with you, trusting and believing with you along the way, it does make it easier. And I wish I would have had that as well. All right. So hopefully that makes sense. That's the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge, the homework. Again, for me, I never wanted to let anybody be outpriced, but I also wanted to use my angel numbers and their fives. So I've got an offer for $55, $555, and $5,555. And you make your angel numbers work for you in terms of the pricing and feeling really good about charging. And again, for me, it's not selling, it's enrolling. And it's enrolling because it's education and continuing on your education. So I talked about that as well, but thank you for that. So just offering the sessions there's a limited amount of sessions, and those who raise their hand who are serious about actually doing really great things in the world, I want to support. So we went through the vision board. If you haven't been I put on the Maldives. You see that? I put the Maldives on my vision board. I'm like, yes. So relationships we talked about. So my vision board, don't know what your vision board will look like. So I updated mine a little bit. I think this was supposed to go there. But this book called Make It Happen, where's it gone? This book called, I'm going to make everything fall over. This book, if you do nothing else, put this on your vision board or just go and get it. Let me just share this book with you. Hey, love. Hey, Sherry, how you doing? Thank you for hopping on. If you, oh gosh, I meant to do this bigger. Sorry. Oh, I'll do it in a minute. Make it happen. Manifest the life of your dreams. Let me do this bigger. Sorry. This came into my world recently. My niece put it in her mum's bedroom, well, her bedroom of my other niece that I'm staying in. I was like, there was nothing else in the room, just this book. And I was like, how did this book come in the room? And she said, oh, I put it in there for you. I just think, oh, wow, it's absolutely amazing. She talks about the law of manifesting and the 4 elements to it. It's absolutely amazing. It's just, if you've never read it, her manifesting equation is just phenomenal. She talks about thoughts, feelings, actions, faith, loads of different stuff. And she talks about the law of vibration, the law of rhythm. It's super, super powerful. So if you do nothing else, get this book. So for me, on my vision board, hang on, let me go back to it. I have the money in energy in earth. That's like that gratitude stone of my gratitude stone that my daughter gave me. That 444 is my daughter's leg, and here, the top of her leg, and that right there is behind my ear. My daughter, when I was 48, she actually got us matching tattoos. I've got a tattoo. I don't even love tattoos. I've got a tattoo on my back with a lady and a love heart, and it says love for my son. And my daughter's like, well, I want to get a matching tattoo. The footprints in the sand are just, I love beaches, but I remember when one of my darkest times, a spiritual awakening, a lot of loss and grief. There was, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, the footprints in the sand, where it's like, just keep going because there's not just you walking along, something like that. It was just really beautiful. Now I've I read a lot of books and spiritual books and stuff. That kind of keeps me on the path. Notice the number signs. Start with purpose. And this wall art here, live every moment, laugh every day, and love beyond words, is in this house, in my niece's house. And it was in my bedroom when I gave up my house. And I was like, oh, I came and I was like, oh, I didn't know you had that on the wall. I love those words, and the environment just feels really nice. And this says about keeping people that like radiate sunshine close to you. It's just really nice. That says live and laugh. And that's my daughter's leg with my son's initials on her. So you can put things on your body or have things around you that feel spiritual. These cards are the keepers of the light, which I talk about every single day. And I pull a card, and I'll tell you the story behind this really quick. The keepers of the light. Let me just see what you can see. So the keepers of the light. I don't know if you guys, you'll be familiar with the keepers of the light, right? So this card right here is the divine director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose, right? So Cal, it's old now. Cal Gray from the Keepers of the Light, I've got my card for today for my podcast, said, look in the deck and see if you see a family member. So I looked in the deck and saw this, which looks like my son. Like, my son never had his hair that long, but that's my 40th birthday. He was 18 there. And the denim and the what have you. So you might be like, oh, Iona, it doesn't really, for me, it is. And it resonated with me. And when I took a picture of this to show other people, and I had a card next to it, it's just down on a table, the chest of it lit up like in a circle. And I was like, well, the other one should as well, right? And it didn't. The one next to it didn't. I was like, you're freaking me out. The divine intervention, the divine director, intervention and purpose. My interview series, I've shown you now that it's the Spiritual Awakening and the YouTube Summit. The first summit that I did was a 49-day summit. Who does that? Now I've altered the format of it, and I love it. It's still got 49, but there's 7 call-in Spiritual Ascension after show. So there's 49 episodes over 7 months rather than 49 days. And it was called the #1 Divine Intervention virtual event. And that event was going on when my son passed. And then a few years later, I came across this card because I was just like, with the oracle decks and listening and thinking about mediumship and thinking, you know, could I be connected? And what it freaks me out. Other people, he comes through other people and tells me what he needs to know. People like, yeah, you could do this. I'm like, yeah, I've changed my mind. I don't think I want to. But it gives me comfort every single day. And that's why I pull the Keepers of the Light. And the light, I just love it. Sydney says, footprints in the sand is from God. Yeah, I'm not religious, but I knew it felt real in those darkest times. Trust me, I was ready for anything. When you saw one set of footprints and thought I had forsaken you, that is when I carried you. Those are the words, right? And I was just like, oh, so I've got that. And I trust. So it, for me, with spirituality is the soul guidance. So I say soul guided influencers, and that's what I talk about. And I see myself as a soul guided influencer. Don't want to be a guru, don't want to be an influencer, a soul guided influencer. I think we all are, because we're guided by our soul and we're guided by our purpose. So for me, that's like the most spiritual, sacred thing that we can give ourselves is actually execute that and not hide behind closed doors. Use that soul guidance because it's for a reason, whether you're religious or not. Can I get an amen? Right? Can I get an amen? Is that like, so for me, spiritual YouTubers from scratch, because this is the shiny version that came today. So that was the proof, and that was the shiny version. How cool is that? Hang on, I'm blurry. Come on. Can you see? Oh, it's blurry. Why are you blurry? Hang on, wait a minute. Can I just get a, how cool is that? I got this today. But I got this, right now, I got the proof. And it said copy inside. I was like, dude. But it was like the proof. So I thought, oh. So I got this today. I'm so excited. Still says copy inside. I've got to edit it. But I love it. It's got the 11 principles for starting, building, and growing a successful business on YouTube with a #1 best-selling book launch. So a soul-guided influencer's compass to leverage your light work and lifestyle on YouTube. It's the Soul Legacy wheel. That's it. And what I'm doing now, so what I've put in the book is the work that I felt called to do, and I'm doing it on YouTube. So you've just seen me do, nobody's done a YouTube summit because I made it up. But you do watch, I'm sure that you watch interviews on YouTube and people collaborating. That's how to get out in front of other people's audiences. And so many people go, I want to be interviewed, I want to be featured, but you don't have a strategy and a business behind it, right? So that is what we are going to focus on, being really visible. And I talked about that for the movement marketing media, and I can take my book on a book tour. Yes, I'm going to take it on a virtual book tour. And when I do my videos, you saw the videos, right, on my YouTube channel. These are what I call book launch videos. So I mentioned the YouTube channel in the book. And so some of these, like money blocks, tribe attraction, self-publishing, those are the same topics that I cover in the book, and beyond that, to be fair. Discovery calls, paying cut, authentic brand. Do you love it? I love it. Absolutely love it. So my thing is to build that authorship and that credibility and just go for it. That for me is the most spiritual act. So it is on Amazon. I love it. Absolutely love it. I did the Kindle version. Again, 7 categories in 7 days. It went to #1 on Amazon without me even writing the book. I didn't even write the manuscript, like literally. And then I've only just recently edited the paperback. So I didn't even know what it looked like until today for that. And the way that it was brought to me, I was like, I was just nudged, so guided all along the way. And it was on my vision board. And I realized that I posted it in the Women Helping Women Entrepreneurs group. And I was like, oh yeah, it was on my vision board. If you have a book on your vision board, let's go. I'm going to cover a couple of things and then I'm going to let you guys go. Absolutely amazing. I know, I'm so excited. Oh, you put a heart. Do you know that? The purple heart? Oh man. The purple heart. Do you see? Right. Okay. Let me just show you. Where are they? See the purple hearts? There. See the purple hearts? That's my son. His favorite color was purple. And then you pop a purple heart. See? Oh, it literally just took me. That, like, when I see them, I was like, oh gosh, I'll try not to cry. Oh, tell me. Tell you what? I don't know. I don't know what that was. That's big. All right. Let me just share. So I resonate with being an earth angel, right? I'm just saying. Did you get it? Oh my God, got made you get. Oh, yeah. So you didn't know about the story, and then you're like, oh my God, tell me. Yeah. Oh gosh, I've got tears. Oh, they're right there. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, baby boy. Just acknowledging, like, I'm here and I'm present and I love you, Mum, and all the things. Oh gosh, I'm going to try not to cry. And then what gets me out of the tear cycle, not that anything's wrong with crying, even ugly crying. I do that on camera all the time. I want to get through this. I go, Mum, you're being away. That's what I hear. Is like, don't be away. and it just makes me laugh. And when Donald passed, it is 8 years ago, and he goes, and I said, you know, where are you? Where are you? You know what happens? Where are you? Tell me where you are. And I heard, none of you. It's none of you. And that's that short for, it's none of your damn business. And I was like, oh, you little monkey. But more choice words, none of you. I'm like, okay. But he'll come through to other people and then just share with me. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Spiritual freedom. It is so beautiful. Ditto, everyone calls me Earth Angel. Really? Oh, wow. That's amazing. So let's dig into the Earth Angel energy. And I know star seeds, Earth Angel, crystal, all the things. That for me is the Earth Angel. 37 signs you're an Earth Angel, right? So you will have looked at this. I'm not going to read all of it because it's not true for everybody, but it's that spiritual essence that I bring into my business that I honor. You know, I didn't know I was an empath. I looked that up when I was doing my interview series. I was like, what is empath? One of my speakers was going to speak about being a highly sensitive person. I'm like, I get that. And an empath, I thought, oh, is that quite dark? What is that, empath? And then I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's me. So it's true, we all are spiritual beings living a human experience here on earth. However, there are some souls with certain characteristics making up the archangels called earth angels. So my twin flame was not in the spiritual path, but other people around him were. And when he met me, they said, that's your spiritual partner. And when I told him I was an earth angel, he didn't run for the hills. He's like, I get it. He could feel it. And it's like, oh, wow. So when we met, we just had instant soul recognition. Earth angels are spiritual beings born into physical form. They've had many lifetimes. You feel like an old soul, right? And they've chosen to be born into our physical world at this time. They are evolved spiritual beings. They are angels of the 7th, 9th dimension, angels incarnated into physical form. In order to be born as as physical humans, they lowered their vibration. That's why I'm like that. Let's raise our vibration. Let's go up the emotional scale. Why are they here? They came to serve humanity and the earth. And I said, I just want to be in service. Show up, speak out, and serve deep. Serve deep, though. Like this is pre-soul work for my students. And it's free on the YouTube channel. Nobody does that. They don't spend a whole week doing a vision board. They just don't. 2, to assist the souls in awakening and ascension process. Now, I didn't even write this. I just found it. I'm like, yes. 3, in anchoring the timeline of light, love, peace, to bring joy, to bring earth and humanity into the golden age of co-creation. I'm not even going to read anymore because like, that's just like, the Earth angels came with a wake-up call. Absolutely. They were born with a time to awaken. And that's what's been happening for me over this last, 15 years. More than, because I used to watch Oprah Winfrey. I used to watch Iona Van Zandt, and I didn't know she was a spiritual coach back then. But her books put seeds into me. She was a spirit. Yeah, it was amazing. So signs that you're an Earth angel. What does it mean? 37 signs. You feel different to those around you, and it doesn't bother you to feel this way. It used to. I'm like, I don't know what this is, because people will say all the time, you're different, you're rare. And I'm like, what do you mean? Because this is just me, and I don't understand why everybody says it. You can just feel happy to be on your own as to be with other people. All the things. I will put that in the online training portal or have a look. Signs you're an Earth angel, you're a great listener, you want the best for everyone, you love animals and nature. I love nature. I'm not an animal lover because of the experience I had. I used to be. This Raise Your Vibration book, High Vibe Tools to Support Spiritual Awakening. I haven't read, but my twin flame, and I probably will get it actually. My twin flame was given that by someone when I was offline. I was offline to help and heal myself first, and I was doing support work. And I did more than support work. I ended up decorating, painting and decorating. We ended up doing gardening. We did all the things. We just got together while she said about Earth Angel, actually. And she said about doing a love list. And I did a love list, and there he manifested. It was just amazing. Anyway, Cal Gray, obviously, he got that. And I got the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck cards. And I don't know when I actually bought these, but I just absolutely love them. I want to talk about the co-author book series a little bit. I'd love for you to share your spiritual awakening story in my co-author book, if that resonates with you. I would love to have as many people sharing their spiritual awakening story. So I have set the intention, along with the Spiritual Awakening and the YouTube Summit over 7 seasons, to launch a book to launch a co-author book series on my son's birthday on the 6th of May. it's been in my vision for a long time. So has the summit, but I didn't know all the things. I've been guided, and I was like, 7 seasons, you sure? 7 seasons, over 7 months, 49 it was just like the sevens, the cycle, 7 years. It was just like, okay, so I'm in it for that. So I'd love to have you guys on there. I'm going to give you your homework, and then I'm going to come and just chat for a second. So if you haven't done your homework before, again, rate your frequency in terms of your life in spirituality. 1 in soul funk, 11 in soul flow, in terms of your life and in terms of your work, right? So then when we go around the wheel, energetically, we're off balance. We're not, vibrating at the frequency. So your homework, I've not done it again. I don't even know what I did. Let's go to this here. 11:11. I'm guided with ease, grace, and flow, right? I'd love for you to post in the Facebook group that, and I'm going to pull that up instead, actually, that you are happy and grateful. This was me posting about my my book, and everybody was like loving up on me. This book is called The Spiritual Entrepreneur's Best-Selling Book Launch Club. I'm going to launch my book, but I'd love to birth your book as well. Not just my books, not just the co-author book. Hang on. So post in the Facebook group. I've been posting about the one-on-one sessions today. So there's lots in there. So if you are in there, you need to claim this, because if you don't claim it, then you snooze, you lose. I will offer it to somebody else. This was on my vision board, the Babbel app. I'm going to give you homework. The Babbel app. Hang on, let me see what you can see. For learning Spanish. Listen to this.
Hacerse rico. Hacerse rico.
Hacerse rico, to become rich. I'm like, oh, yes. But here's what it looks like to post your... so Sydney posted her vision board, a quote board. She also posted her gratitude. That's the homework, to post your vision board and the homework. Yasmin did gratitude with her grandbabies. Kirsten did her contribution vision board. So I want to see more vision boards in there. I know it's the holidays, but we want to get it done before the end of the year if we can, and if we can't, then we'll come back. There's a body up thread to do chats, because when I'm gone but I will do the dailies for you, so we can still chat about it, but I won't be doing this for another year. So you've got my support until tomorrow to ask any questions specifically on the vision board. Where's it gone? There's the vibrational money voucher that we spend every single day, so you can be in alignment with banking 50K in 50 days. Here's Ramona's vision board. She's just done amazing. She, like, all that. If you guys can come up with something like that, like Ramona's actually talking about her vision board as well. And she's notice that she's in the vision board as well, right? She's in it. She talks about relationships, environments. Thank you, Ramona. Contribution, health, my vision boards. Robin was doing her vision board. I'm sure she's done the spiritual one as well. So you can come in and share. Hawaii, woo, Thailand. You can come in and do the vision board. Just share in whatever format you want to share, whether that's video, whether that's text, whether that's just on the cork board, whatever you want to. All right, I think I'm done. Let me just stop screen sharing. Hang on. Oops. I felt a calling as a young 3-year-old. I knew I was different. Yeah, I was 8 when I remembered that I was sat on the doorstep. I talk about this on my masterclass. Sat on the doorstep. Everybody was playing on their bikes, balls, what have you. And I sat with my friend's grandmother weighing up the pros and cons of her drinking. And my friend had said how it was impacting her. So I was helping her to see the path with or without. Obviously, she was an alcoholic and I didn't know. And I remember running back to my mum and telling her what I've just done. And she said, she just pat me on the head, and I looked up and she said, who's the mother, who's the daughter? Don't know who you are, so let's just block you because we don't want that. Today's again 11, yay! And I wanted to pull a card for you. Pull a card, absolutely. Oh, thank you. That was a card. The divine vis. Oh, can I? Do you think I can pull it up on and see it? Hang on. I don't think I can copy and paste it. I think I could pull it up on the. Let me stop screen sharing. The divine. If I can, bear with me. I want to see the card. Can you post it in a picture of it in the group, Sydney? You won't be able to do it that fast, will you? I'm going to try and type it and see what it is, what it looks like. The divine, I can't spell for anything. Divine position. Like, bear with me. Bear with me. I haven't gone completely quiet. I just want, I can't spell. Archangel. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Archangel. I didn't put Raphael, is it? I want images. It's gone on to Facebook, so I don't know if that's it. Okay. This it? Hang on. You tell me if this is it, and thank you so much. Hang on. Is that it? Thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light body upon my healthy body. Oh, wow. Is this is that Cal Gray? Oh, wow. Thank you, Angel, for my healing is not just physical, as with everything in our life. Is that, are they the words on it? It won't let you post pictures. No worries. Is that it, Sydney? I'll read it. I'll read it. I won't read it all to you guys. Shall I read it? Healing is not just physical, as with everything in our life. Many things are entwined and go hand in hand. Spiritual, emotional, and mental issues have a direct effect on our physical body. Yes. That being said, Archangel is here to help heal, not only protect your physical problems, but also the issues that lie beneath the surface. Call on Raphael and the rest of the angels to help you heal the things at the root of your problems. Issues that are, this is for everyone, issues that are left unhealed can show up in your body and cause medical problems. They can range from depression, abandonment issues, to all forms of abuse, to low self-esteem, and anything in between. Know that Archangel Raphael and the angels are here to help you heal your mind, body, and soul. Yes, so that you can be free to live your best life now. Angel prayers, Calgary. General meaning, your angels can see that you, oh man, they can see that you need a boost of light and energy at this time. Together with Archangel Raphael, they are filling your body, mind, and soul with the energy healing. So take some time out to care for your whole being. Close your eyes and allow Archangel Raphael and the healing angels to place their wisdom hands upon you. You are blessed to receive this card today. Because healing is being brought to you on all levels. Accept it. Absolutely. Healing doesn't begin in the body. It begins in the mind and the soul. It isn't your body that determines how you feel, but your mind that determines what state your body is in. Think healing, positive thoughts at this time, and be grateful for what's good about your body and your health. As you recognize the health benefits you already have, more will be brought to you. You may well find that the healing angels are also here to help you heal others. Ooh. But in order to do this, you must ensure that you yourself are in good health. Absolutely. So heal within, then share what you've learned with the world. Thank you so much. Wow. There you have it. You are loved and never alone. Ah, wow. Thank you so much. That's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time to close the spiritual vision board party. I mean, that was epic. Absolutely epic. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. My niece keeps doing weird stuff. You keep pulling weird faces. You're so funny. She's trying to be quiet and pulling the door, kind of doing this. Doesn't matter. She gets hungry about this time every night. She's grown. She's a grown woman. So thank you again for spending this time with me. Thank you, Sydney, for pulling that card for me. It just, yeah, I'm surprised I didn't blubber some more. But I appreciate you guys. Get the vision boards done. Get them in the group. this is going to be up on my YouTube channel, Spiritual Business Success with Iona, for an entire year. We're going to come back together next December, on the second week in December at 7:30 p.m. UK time. And we're going to see what we have manifested. Set those intentions, set the vision and the energy. You can do it. I'm rooting for you. Every single day I will be here to journal this process with the Soul Legacy Journal. Every single day, this notebook's 365 days of your spiritual awakening. I think I'm going to have dogs barking in a minute. It's a co-created soul path to spiritual alchemy for light workers. I love this path. And it wasn't until I was able to, again, bring the energy of legacy legacy building rather than list building. So subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't, at Soul Legacy TV. Share this out. Remember, share your gifts, shine your light, because you are born to serve. Here's to showing up, speaking out, and serving deep. Be blessed in your soul purpose. And many thanks, much love and blessings. Yes, and to you, my pleasure. Thank you, guys. I shall see you for Financial Freedom Sunday. Woo, woo. Last day. Well done.